My name is Luke Roberts, and my team's consulting company is Quality Enhancements. Allow us to dish out our creativity to enhance your establishment. So, in a study put out by Bright Local, it suggests that there is a single negative review can cost a business up to 22% of potential customers, and this percentage increases with more negative feedback. Well, at Quality Enhancements, we see those negative reviews and we help your restaurant with practical steps in taking against those negative reviews so that you can increase your revenue. So, us at Quality Enhancements were founded in 1985 by a group of 6 college students who lived in the metro Atlanta area and weren't content with the way that the food scene was and wanted to take matters into their own hands. So at Quality Enhancements, we've actually won highest ranking consulting firm in the nation for the last 10 years. And the 3 C's that we pride ourselves on are character, care, and competence. And how we believe those three impact our clients is we conduct ourselves with high moral values. And so we will never take advantage of you, and we prioritize serving the customers before the needs of our own. And that is why we have been so successful for so long. So like I said, my name is Luke Roberts, and I am the marketing director here at Quality Enhancements. I've been working for the company for the last 5 years, and I got my bachelor's in business administration from the University of West Georgia, and I went on to the University of Georgia to get my master's in marketing. And my resume has been pretty stacked up since I graduated. I started off my career at a firm in Chicago where I led them to becoming the most successful within that state, and I received an offer from Quality Enhancements, and I have loved it ever since. So the restaurant I will be reviewing today is the BQE Restaurant and Lounge, located in downtown Atlanta. So BQE has been there for over 5 years, as they were founded in 2019, and they serve Southern comfort food, but also are very well known for their cocktails and their alcohol. Um, and seeing as they are a lounge in downtown Atlanta, two of their most prevalent competition are the Sweet Food Lounge and the Josephine Lounge. So BQE's strengths are good value in pricing and ambiance. So the good value in pricing, as you know, within the Atlanta area, the lounge and the restaurants are very overpriced. Alcohol and food and bottle service. But as I was looking through their menu and reviews confirmed this, their value is actually very affordable considering the location. Also, something that was heavily complimented by the reviews was the ambiance and the music. People seem to really enjoy the vibes and the DJ at the BQE, and that is a big reason why a lot of people go. Continuing on with the strengths of the BQE, another one was their cocktails. So they are very well known for their alcohol, and yes, it is well priced, but also it is very high quality, and people come from all over just to get drinks at the BQE. So that is something they pride themselves on, and the reviews affirm that. So a couple of the weaknesses of the BQE is their service and hospitality. So from the very beginning of their organization in 2019, people made comments under the reviews about how they just felt as if they weren't treated rightly. There were multiple comments, even of discrimination, and people just not being treated in a timely manner, but also just very rude and not cared for, which is not a great look for a business that is trying to succeed in that area. And next is the parking. It said that the parking was not only limited, but that it was expensive. And so the parking within that area, if you've ever been to downtown Atlanta, is already minimal. But also, if you want to utilize their valet service, it said it could cost you up to $40, which is a lot. So continuing on with the weaknesses of the BQE, one of the most prevalent weaknesses that I saw amongst the reviews was the time. So people were suggesting they made reservations and they were not seated accordingly, but also once they were sat in the restaurant, it took a long time to be served and a long time to be waited on and a long time to receive their food. Um, Also, another review that was not positive and seemed to be a common theme amongst all of them was the food. People just said that the quality was not amazing. And obviously, this is a lounge, this is a restaurant, and so you can't expect the best food, but also if you are going out for a night out and they say restaurant in the title, you must uphold that standard, and it appears they are not. But luckily, BQE has a lot of potential, and there are a lot of different opportunities that they could utilize to grow and expand their business. First and foremost, like I said, they are in the heart of downtown Atlanta, and the nightlife of Atlanta is amazing. There are a lot of tourists, but also a lot of locals who go out and spend a lot of money. So there's a lot of potential to be had there. But in order to tap into that, I believe they really need to take a hold of their social media marketing. As I was looking through their Instagram and their Facebook, it just seems like their presence is very minimal, and they are losing a lot of potential within that. We are in a day and age that if you are not capitalizing on social media marketing, you are shooting yourself in the foot. And so, if they began to take strides in that regard and hiring a marketing team or even making consistent posts, I believe that could do them a lot of good. And next, I believe they should hold training for their service employees. So, like I said in the weaknesses, a lot of negative reviews were in regards to the timeliness and the hospitality. And I believe these things can be fixed if they just hold a mandatory training for the employees that they already have and just emphasize that service is crucial and they must prioritize hospitality and they must prioritize customer treatment and taking practical steps in showing them how to do that would be vital to the success and the growth of BQE Restaurant and Lounge. So on the last part of the SWOT analysis is the threats. So BQE actually has multiple threats. One being the high volume of similar restaurants in the area slash lounges. So like I said, their location is ideal in the sense that they are in the heart of downtown Atlanta. But on the contrary, they do have a lot of competition and a lot of people that they are in opposition to. And so they must take practical steps in doing things to stand out amongst their competition in such a small area. And also on the legal side, they have received multiple noise complaints and are facing potential legal troubles. So they need to implement things that either contain the noise or keep the noise down so that they wouldn't have to deal with the state of Georgia in that regard. And another threat, which no one wants to see from a business perspective, is the rising rent rates within that area. So as I looked through common themes within the Atlanta area, the rent and the expenses are going through the roof because of the constant growth. And as that reflects onto restaurants and businesses, the revenue has to keep up or they just won't be successful. So that is absolutely a threat. And how you keep up with that is, like I said on the last slide, we have to implement things that are going to make us stand out from other organizations in the place or in the area, such as capitalizing on social media marketing, running specials and promotions and things of that nature. This is
So
my SWOT
here
chart.
you have
It
the
just
SWOT
has all that I
analysis
listed
chart
over these
in
last
which you'll
five or
find
six slides in
just the
one
strengths,
location.
weaknesses,
I believe it's very
opportunities,
crucial
and
to analyze
threats
this, and as we
for
continue to move
the
forward with the
restaurant I have
BQE, this is
researched
something
here
that
at
we will
Covington
revert back
Square.
to in order for the
And I
success of
just
their
wanted to give
organization.
you a little bit of insight to what you are looking at here. So we're going to start off on a strong note with the strengths. And of course, they have impeccable customer service. It's an excellent location. I mean, right downtown Noonan, historic Noonan, and it's a beautiful, beautiful downtown. You overlook a mural painting of Alan Jackson, as well as the courthouse and many other beautiful aspects of the great Noonan, Georgia here. Um, they have a large assortment of foods to offer for all ages and demographics, all taste buds. They interchange their menu every week, so they have many food options to give to their audience here. Their weaknesses, they do have the tendency to undercook particular items that they offer. So I did see a lot of times it was in the past, but they would undercook the meats they were offering or the vegetables and things of that matter. So that was definitely a downfall. An inability to meet Southerners' food standards and expectations. so many people were saying that their food was certainly not Southern style cooking. It was something that their grandma would have been very upset about, or just something that they weren't looking forward to once they got their dish. Another weakness here was the food was bland. They weren't able to season it properly to satisfaction, so that was definitely a downfall there. A few opportunities we have to offer them though would be to improve the quality of the foods and seasonings they use. So if they were to have a higher quality meat, then you could potentially get by with a lessened cook time, or maybe not necessarily a proper cook time, and it'll still taste good rather than being just almost inedible. Um, they could broaden their knowledge on adequate cooking times in order to prevent illness. So, unfortunately, there was a couple reviews where a few customers did get sick. One ended up in the emergency room due to the cooking they had received from Golden's here. Um, they also run into individuals getting food poisoning from such undercooked items or overcooked items as well. So, broadening their knowledge in that aspect would be a great thing for them. A final opportunity we could offer them would be know and understand the expectations of their targeted audience, especially within Southern style cooking industry. So Southerners, they take pride in their food, and we want it to taste good. I'm sure you know the saying, Southern food will put some pounds on you. So we definitely like our food to taste good. So knowing and understanding those expectations could definitely help them improve their outcome here. Um, and finally, a few of the immediate threats that they have are they actually have competitors that offer very similar items that they have within a 5 mile radius, many of them 1 to 5 miles even. So they also have customers that found insects in their meals. That's almost one of the most disheartening things that could happen in a restaurant well known around here like that, but someone did unfortunately find that. So that is definitely an immediate threat, as well as poor communicators dealing with to-go orders. So what I mean here is they've had a few instances where their hostess or whomever may be taking over the phone for to-go orders, they will tell customers a certain thing, and then once customers get to the store, it is an entirely different outcome. So this is definitely not a good thing to have here, and I think that that is certainly an immediate threat.
In conclusion, managing your restaurant and evaluating the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and taking practical steps against all of these in order for the success of your business is crucial to stay on top of things and to ensure that you're ahead of your competition and maximizing your profit. We have really appreciated the opportunity to help this company manage your reviews and to provide recommendations. And we look forward to continuing to work with you for years and years to come, hopefully. As we close, we have a Stanley that we will be giving away. All you need to do is text 678-607-7648 and you will be entered into the giveaway. And also, that is our phone number for any business inquiries that you may have as well. And we look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.